Have you been considering a move to Toronto, Ontario? Well, in this video, we're going to cover the pros and cons of moving to and living in Toronto, Ontario, the biggest city in Canada, which is so diverse. There's so many great things about living in this city. Can't wait to unpackage them for you and show you what life here is all about. So let's jump right in. If you're considering a move to Toronto, you need an experienced real estate broker in your corner. And that's where I come in. My name is Philip Cotlier. Me and my team specialize in helping people move to the city of Toronto. So if that's you, if you're thinking of moving in 8 days or 80 days, we'd love to hear from you. Just give us a call. We're happy to help you make your move everything you want it to be. I've been proud to call Toronto my home for the majority of my adult life. I've had a chance to explore all its nooks and crannies and get to know the city in a very intimate level. That's not to say everything is roses in Toronto. There are definitely some downsides I want you guys to know, but I do think the pros outweighs the cons, so we're going to start with the pros. Pro number one, diverse culture. Toronto is one of the most multicultural cities in the world. Over 50% of the population is made up of immigrants, and you can experience cultures from all over the globe right here. From vibrant neighborhoods like Little Italy, Greektown, and Chinatown, to festivals like Caravana, Taste of Danforth, and Nuit Blanche, there's always something happening. Plus, the city's diversity is reflected in the food scene, offering everything from authentic street tacos to Ethiopian injera. For food lovers, Kensington Market and St. Lawrence Market are must-visits for their wide variety of global and fresh local cuisines. Toronto's cultural diversity makes it a city where everyone can feel at home. What's more, the cultural tapestry influences the city's art, music, and fashion scenes, creating a dynamic urban environment that's always buzzing with energy. Walking through the streets of Toronto can feel like you're on a global tour. Pro number two, thriving job market. If you're looking for career opportunities, Toronto has you covered. It's a hub for industries like finance, technology, healthcare, education, and creative arts. Toronto's tech sector is growing rapidly with companies like Shopify, Microsoft, and Google having a presence here. Startups are also thriving, making it an exciting place for entrepreneurs. The financial district rivals Wall Street in its importance, and the city's health and research sectors attract top quality talent. With opportunities across industries and an international workforce, Toronto is ideal for career growth. Additionally, Toronto is known for its strong network of professional organizations, mentorship opportunities, and industry events. If you're ambitious and eager to connect with like-minded professionals, this city provides ample resources to advance your career. Pro number three, world-class amenities. From Michelin star restaurants and top-notch theaters to major league sports teams, Toronto has something for everyone. The Toronto International Film Festival, or TIFF for short, is a must-attend for movie buffs, and the city's live music scene is thriving with venues like Massey Hall and Budweiser Stage hosting major acts. If you love shopping, head to Yorkville, Eaton Centre, or the Distillery District for unique finds. Into arts, don't miss the Art Gallery of Ontario or live shows at the Royal Alexandra Theatre. The city's vibrant nightlife with bars, clubs, and lounges across neighborhoods means there's always something to do after dark. For sports enthusiasts, catching a game with the Toronto Raptors, Blue Jays, or Maple Leafs is a thrilling experience. The city also offers numerous recreational facilities, including gyms, yoga studios, and community centers catering to all interests. Pro number four, transportation. Toronto has a pretty solid public transit system. It's called the TTC, or the Toronto Transit Commission. It gets you around the city with subways, buses, and streetcars. There's the GO Transit system, which connects you to the surrounding cities like Mississauga, Brampton, and Hamilton. There's also the Up Express, which gets you from downtown to Pearson International Airport in just 25 minutes. For those who bike, Toronto has an expanded network of bike lanes. Additionally, ride-sharing services and car rentals like Zipcar provide alternatives to owning a car. Moreover, Toronto's walkability makes it easy to navigate neighborhoods like the Entertainment District or Queen West on foot. Many residents opt for a car-free lifestyle, enjoying the convenience of the city's urban layout. Pro number five, green space. Despite being a bustling urban hub, Toronto offers plenty of green spaces. Hyde Park, Toronto Islands, and the Don Valley Trails are perfect for those who love the outdoors. The waterfront areas along the Lake Ontario are ideal for cycling, jogging, or simply enjoying the view. During the summer, events like outdoor yoga, concerts in the park, and farmers markets make these spaces even more vibrant. Evergreen Brickworks, a community hub focused on sustainability, is another great spot for nature lovers and families. Toronto also has an impressive urban canopy with tree-lined streets and small parks dotting nearly every neighborhood. Initiatives like tree planting and sustainability programs ensure the green spaces remain a priority as the city grows. Pro number 6, safety and sustainability. Toronto is consistently ranked as one of the safest cities in the world. The crime rate is relatively low compared to other major cities, and the city's neighborhoods are generally family-friendly. Combined with Canada's political stability, you've got a city where people feel secure. Public services like healthcare and education are also reliable and well-regarded, contributing to the overall quality of life. Furthermore, Toronto's sense of community shines during times of crisis. Neighbors and organizations often come together to support one another, fostering a spirit of resilience and mutual aid. Of course, no city is perfect, and Toronto has its downside. Let's go through some of the cons. Con number 1, high cost of living. Toronto is expensive. The real estate market is one of the priciest in North America, with the average home price exceeding $1 million. Rent prices keep climbing, and everyday living costs from groceries to going out can quickly add up. For many, saving for a down payment or even affording monthly expenses can be a challenge. While wages in the city can be competitive, they often don't keep pace with the rising cost of living, which puts pressure on many households. For students and young professionals, this can mean sharing apartments or living farther away from the city center to save on costs. Budgeting becomes an essential skill for anyone moving to Toronto. Con number 2, traffic congestion. If you're driving, be prepared for traffic, especially during rush hour. The Gardiner Expressway and Don Valley Parkway are notorious for long delays, and while public transit is extensive, it can get overcrowded, particularly on subway lines during peak times. Weekend maintenance on transit systems can also cause disruptions. Parking downtown is another issue, with high costs and limited availability adding to frustration. The city is working on expanding transit infrastructure, but for now, daily commutes can be time-consuming and stressful, especially for those living in the suburbs. Con number 3, weather extremes. Toronto winters can be brutal with freezing temperatures, ice storms, and lots of snow. Clearing driveways and navigating icy sidewalks are part of daily life in the winter months. Summer, on the other hand, can be hot and humid, with occasional heat waves pushing temperatures above 35 degrees Celsius, or 95 degrees Fahrenheit for you Americans. The weather can be a major adjustment for newcomers. However, the city's infrastructure sometimes struggles to cope with these extremes, leading to occasional power outages or transit delays. Many residents invest in proper winter gear and air conditioning to manage these extremes, but adjusting to the city's weather remains a common challenge. Con number 4, urban density. As more people move to Toronto, the city is getting increasingly crowded. This can make downtown areas feel congested, especially during events or festivals. Housing demands continue to outpace supply, leading to competitive markets and long wait times for affordable housing options. Overcrowded public transit and packed public spaces are becoming more common, impacting the overall quality of urban life. Efforts to develop new housing and infrastructure are underway, but managing urban density remains an ongoing challenge for the city. Con number 5, limited parking. If you own a car, parking can be a headache. It's not only scarce, but also expensive in many parts of the city. Monthly parking costs in the downtown area can reach several $100s, and street parking is often hard to find. The lack of parking is particularly frustrating for visitors who live in areas where street parking permits are required. Some residents choose to forego owning a car altogether, relying on public transit and ride-sharing instead. While this reduces parking woes, it's not always a viable option for families or those living further away from the transit lines. Lastly, taxes. Toronto residents face higher property taxes compared to some other cities. For home buyers, there's also the added cost of a land transfer tax, which can be significant given the higher property prices. Sales taxes and additional fees can make living here more expensive than it might initially seem. Business owners also face high taxes, which can indirectly impact residents through higher service and product costs. For newcomers, understanding the full scope of taxes and fees is crucial to avoiding unexpected expenses. So there you have it, the pros and cons of living in Toronto. It's a city full of opportunities, culture, and excitement, but it's not without its challenges. Ultimately, whether Toronto is the right place for you depends on your priorities and lifestyle. If you're someone who thrives on diversity and urban energy, this could be the perfect match. But if the high cost of living and crowded spaces sound overwhelming, you might want to explore other options. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you lived in Toronto, or are you considering making the move? Let me know in the comments below. Moving forward, we're putting out a video a week about everything to do with life in Toronto, including neighborhood guides, property tours, and real estate tips. So don't forget to like and subscribe so you can be the first to be notified once a new video is released. That's it for today. We'll see you guys on the next one.